Hi everybody, Mark from Northeast Bass Fishing. How you guys doing? I did get an order, if you saw my short, I did get an order from Pure Fishing of Berkley products, and I thought I'd show them to you before I was actually gonna, I did go fishing today, and I was gonna take some of these baits with me, and I forgot, but that's okay. I'd rather show it to you guys before I get it in the boat and out of the package and everything. So some of this stuff, two of these baits I've never used from Berkley before, and some of them you've seen before, and I was just kind of getting some different colors or stocking up. I did grab a few of the Maxscent, the little generals, in a couple of colors I didn't have. And this is the green pumpkin watermelon color. Let's see if I can open. I know these are a pain in the neck to open. I'm not gonna open these ones up, the Maxscent ones, because then the bag is a pain in the butt to hang up. But if you guys, I mean, I don't know who doesn't throw a Ned at this point, but if you're looking for a really good Ned option, if you haven't tried it, the Maxscent Little General is a great one with that Maxscent flavor in there that the fish really like. So if you have not tried the Little General, I recommend you give it a shot. And this is the green pumpkin watermelon color. It's like half green pumpkin, half watermelon. I also grabbed the hot crawl color. I hope you guys get a good look at that one. Grab the hot crawl color in the Little General. And I also grabbed, I don't know if this is new or I just never noticed it. They do now have a peanut butter and jelly color. So you know you're gonna have that purple in there, you're gonna have that brown in there. So that PB&J in the Maxscent Little General, which is a really, I wouldn't say it's my first option when I throw a Ned, but I do try it, especially if the fishing is tough, just to see if that scent really helps. Maybe the most famous Maxscent bait, the flatworm. I got a couple sizes and colors that I didn't have. And I don't have a lot of the bigger size, that 4.25 inch, which I also like on a Ned head. But I did grab a couple of those. And I got the 4.25 inch in the brown back color, which is a color I like a lot. A lot of these I have in that 3/6 size, but I don't have in the 4.25, so I wanted to get that bigger size. And as I said, there are times where I will throw the Maxscent flatworm on a Ned, and it works really well. So for you guys who like to drop shot, if you haven't tried the flatworm, I find that hard to believe that people haven't tried it yet, but if you're new to drop shotting, try the flatworm. It's one of the best out there. I got the cinnamon purple in that 4.25 inch. Try that bigger size out. Didn't have that bigger size. And the Gobi color I had in the 4.25, but I didn't have it in the 3/6, so I'll grab that. So these are sealed. They don't want that scent to leak out. So I could tear these open, but I'm sure you guys have all seen a flatworm before. So you guys have seen those from me. Those are baits I've shown you guys before. You know I like the Maxscent. I especially like that Creature Hog. It's a great flipping bait. But I got a ton of those. So some of those drop shots and Neds I like to add to the arsenal. I did grab another one of the Berkley Stunners, just a 112 in the perch color, because I lost, I think, 2 of these when I was up on Champlain in May for our spring fishing tournament. One I know a fish stole. Another one, it was one of those ones where you throw it and your blind snaps and the bait goes flying and you think you see the splash and then you go over and you cannot find the bait. So I wanted to get another one of those perch in that 112 color, because this is really a good jerkbait. And as usual with these, are a pain in the neck getting them out of the box, because they have that foil paper there, the hooks in it. But if you've never seen the Berkley Stunner jerkbait, there's the 112 in the perch, a great color. I do very well with this this pattern from Berkley. Really an old jerkbaits. I think perch is probably my first go-to. But there's the 112. So I got another one of those to replace one of the ones I lost when I was up on Champlain. And I did get 2 more. Now you guys have seen these from me before. Now I haven't thrown these yet. I've been throwing the Mag Draft. I have not thrown the Cull Shad 6 yet. I have not thrown it. This is their version of that big Swimbait. And this one is the electric shad. So I don't remember. Let's see if I can get these. I think I can get these out and show them to you and put them back in the box. I tend to keep these these big swim baits in their box in that clamshell. It keeps that tail straight. And if you've not seen, definitely is a Berkley, definitely a Berkley power bait. Ooh, boy. But if you guys like throwing that 6-inch swim bait, you know, like the Mag Draft, like the Boom Boom Shad, like all those different ones out there, this is another option. And they're a little different. They don't have, obviously, the magnet in it like Mega Bass does. They have like a little clip in there that holds that treble in place. I don't know if you need to really clip it in. You could probably leave it out, but because I have people have told me that clip will eventually break, which I don't really know if that makes that much of a difference. If you guys have used these a lot, I haven't thrown these yet this year. I went fishing today and the Mag Draft bite was, so I didn't try any of my other ones. I didn't think they just weren't chasing. We had a real cold night last night in the 40s, and I think maybe that might have made him a little cranky today. But it's a nice looking bait. And what was that, electric shad? So if you guys have never seen the cull shad from Berkley, there's the electric shad color. You know, that traditional, you know, boot tail 6-inch swim bait. It's got some really cool flake in there. It's like some black, some gold maybe, some green, some blue. It's got a little bit of everything. It's a good looking bait. As the summer comes, it gets hotter out and this bite gets better. I'm going to try all these. I may have a day where I just go out and just throw them and do a little comparison, see how they all make out. But if you were looking at the cull shad, that's what the electric shad looks like up close. Nice looking bait, and it's definitely power bait. You can smell it. And the other one I got is the hitch color. I'll show you that one. Looks like a color that would be very good in a dirty, murky water. But there's the hitch color, pretty nice. That blue in there looks really cool. Nice big fusion hook on there. It's got that little clip like I showed you guys, that little clip on the bottom that holds it into place. It's a nice looking bait. That pearl top, little flake in there, silver flake. Kind of a clear bottom, and then it's got that blue right through the middle. That's pretty neat. It's a good looking bait. So I'm looking forward to trying all these different swim baits out. But that bite is not really completely here yet. The weather's kind of been really hot, and then now it's cooled down again. A lot of rain up here for a while, and it was like in the 40s last night, so it killed my frog bite today. The only thing I could get him on was a chatterbait. So, but at least I got out fishing. So I got 2 of those. 2 of the cull shads. And now these I have not tried from Berkley yet. I got 2 of the Berkley Swamp Lord frog. And you guys know I love frog fishing. The lake I went to today, I tried a new lake, tons of pads, and they wouldn't eat a frog for anything. I guess that cold night just kind of made that bite a little shaky. But I wanted to try the Swamp Lord. It's gotten some good results in some tournaments of the pros lately, so I figured, what the heck, I'll try them. I love throwing a frog. So of the colors they had in stock, I just tried 2 of them. This is what they call the spring frog. So these I don't need to leave in the box. I'll just put these in my frog box. But you know, oh, I see they got a piece of tape over that. I'm wondering why that skirt didn't want to come out. They put a little piece of tape over there, which I don't know if that's a great idea. I understand why they do it, but as long as it doesn't, I guess, stick to the skirt and rip it, the skirt legs when you take it off. Yeah, it comes right off. No worries, comes right off. But if you're looking for a hollow-bodied frog with a solid hook, it says it right on the bottom, Berkley Swamp Lord. It's a good-looking frog. I mean, they don't vary that much to me in the way they look, the eyes and the body. It does kind of have that spro look to it, but it's a good-looking frog. I don't see why this would not be a good option. And these weigh, these are 2/3 of an ounce, so it's a pretty heavy. You can chuck this a mile. Let's see if there's anything on here. soft body, sealed hook shank. So I guess there's, okay, I see that little black. You guys can see that little black on there. I guess that seals that. Less water gets in there. And that sharp fusion hook, and those fusion hooks are sharp. It should be pretty weedless because the way it sits. So you just got to see what kind of a hookup ratio, because that's how it is with frogs. And sometimes I'll even bend my treble out just a little bit. I'll bend it up just a little if it's getting too much plastic there, or I feel the fish are missing it. It's a good looking bait. And that is the spring frog. So if you've been wondering what that Swamp Lord spring frog looks like, looks pretty cool. I'll just leave those in there for now. And the other one I got, another color that I like, is what they call copperhead. And if you guys have not seen the packaging for the Swamp Lord, there you go. There's the info or their recommendations of line and all that stuff. The size of the bait, it's a 2.6-inch long bait, 2/3 of an ounce. The Fusion 19 hooks, and created by Bobby Lane, who likes to throw frogs. And so this is the copperhead color. Let's check that out. I'll get that tape off first. Tape doesn't even really stick to the skirt. So if you're looking for like that brown frog, there's that copperhead. It's got the dark top, got a little yellow in there, a little, I guess, gold. That's a good looking frog color. Brown and black skirt legs. Looks good. Looking forward to trying these out. So 2 of those, have not tried them yet. First 2 I've gotten from Berkley. But I've definitely, next frog, I'm thinking of Tuesday might be my next fishing day. We'll see how the weather is. That's the plan. At least right now. And then I've got 4 of a bait that I've thrown a lot, but not this version, not this brand. And I'm really looking forward to it. Some guys have told me they really like it. And that is the Berkley Slobber Knocker bladed jig chatterbait, which you can't call it a chatterbait because it's not a chatterbait, but it is a bladed jig. And this is their version, which they call a Slobber Knocker. Some buddies of mine have told me they like it. I have not tried it yet, but I thought I would. So, Slobber Knocker, this color is Bama Bream. And 4-aught Fusion 19 hook. It's a 1/2 ounce. I prefer a 1/2 ounce chatterbait. Most of the time, that's what I'm throwing. And let's see what the easiest way to open this pack is. Probably just tear it. I'll just do a little snip here. So these I don't have to leave in the pack. If I can get it out, I'll show it to you guys. There we go. So it's like in this little clamshell into that other one. So, if I remember that color, something Bream. Of course, I chopped everything up. Bama Bream, sorry. Now, let's see. On the Bama Bream, now you can see there's a little difference from your, if you're used to that different chatterbait, how they have that set up. It's a big blade. This one here in the Bama Bream is painted green. It looks like it has some purple, like flake type in there. Now the skirt when you first get it seems like it's a little bunched together. So you've got to fan out that skirt. And I'm sure it's one of those Berkley skirts that really smell. Now I always like what I call this, after they've been in the pack for a while, you might want to kind of comb out that skirt, as I like to call it. So I just kind of separate all the pieces. You're going to get some of your skirt material that's still together. So when they trim it, they don't always get every piece, and you'll see some that are stuck together. But I always like to you know, kind of break everything up, make sure it's all separated. And especially if it's a kind of, I think they're skirts, if I see if it says it on here. I don't know if they're a hand-tied power bait silicone skirts. So they hand tie them, which you can see around the top of the shank, or the head right there. But if it's a power bait, it means it's probably got some fused, it definitely has some scent infused in it. So that might even make them a little more, stick together a little more. They put them in there. But once you see the difference already, just once you take it out, and I'm sure once you throw it and start swimming it around, the skirt will be fine. It'll flow nice. But that's it. That's the Bama Bream 1/2 ounce Slobber Knocker from Berkley. So if you guys like throwing a bladed jig, you've got that nice 4/0 fusion hook, which is really a good hook. It's got a bait keeper here. Now, you guys know I like to throw a grub as a trailer. That grub will fit nice on there, and with that little keeper, that'll hold that grub on nice. So that's a great color there, the green. So we'll just have to see. I haven't tried them yet. I'll see how I like them, see how they compare to other ones that I've used, and how I like them. Let's see, the other one I got, and these are all 1/2 ounce, guys. This is the Golden Shiner color. Golden Shiner. You know what? I'm just going to cut it across. That seems to be the easiest way to do it. So Golden Shiner, it's a color chatterbait that I like a lot. And the way it comes in, it's going to be like inside. So you just kind of pop this out, and you've got your chatterbait. So you can see how the chatterbait being in there, it's going to get that skirt's going to get a little stuck together. So you just got to loosen it up. Now this one, the Golden Shiner, has a gold blade. So it's got the white on there, and it says 1/2 ounce Berkley. It's got the gold paint job, a little black on top, the gold blade, like a gold type skirt. And you can see when you get a Slobber Knocker in that pack, see how the skirt is kind of stuck together? Just pull it, just fan it out. It'll be fine. That power bait infused skirt is a little bunged up when you first get it. So you might want to just loosen those up a little. And it's ready to go. Have a good 4/0 hook. Nice big blade. So, as I said, haven't thrown these yet. Looking forward to trying out. This one's even got a little gold tinsel mixed in there, which is always nice. There you go. That's the second one. Let's see, what's this one called? This one is called Herring. Herring. Here's what it looks like in its little clam pack there. And the herring, see how cool these colors look. So, you know, fan out that skirt. It's a little bunched up together. It's got some tinsel in there, it looks like. So when you get a Slobber Knocker, just pull those skirt pieces apart, and you'll be ready to fish it. I'm sure that'll look good in the water. So this is the herring color, and you can definitely smell the scent on this. Ow, man, that hook is sharp. Watch out for the hook. But they loosen up nice. So that one has got that silver blade on it, the herring. That white belly. It's got a little green paint job on the top of the head. And there's some green in there, some white in there, some off-white, some different colors. Nice skirt combo. It looks better already. I'm sure once you get it in the water and swim it a few times, it'll be fine. But these definitely need to be, those skirts need to be combed out when you first get them. So that's the herring color. And last but not least, I got the one they call coleslaw. Why did I get the coleslaw one? Because I like that painted blade that I want to try. Looks cool. I don't have a lot like that. And that one comes in that clamshell there. And that's kind of like, say, when they put it in that clamshell, that's where that kind of gets a little kink there. But you can straighten it right out. That's where that end of that skirt gets a little kink there. But it'll come out, I'm sure. You get it just bunched together, just pull it apart, it'll be fine. If you feel it's too long, you could trim it down a little. I don't really trim the skirts on my chatterbaits too often, unless they're getting like ratty on the bottom. But if you feel that's too long, you don't want it to be that far past your hook, you can always trim it down a little bit. But that's a nice looking. Got a little chartreuse and orange tip skirt in there, some white, a little more of a dull white mixed together. You've got the orange blade, which is very interesting to me. Orange painted on the bottom of the head, white on top. You can see how theirs are different than other ones you may have seen, how they have it set up. So if you guys have used the Slobber Knocker, let me know what you think. I have heard from people they like it. So I'm always willing to try. I love throwing a chatterbait, a bladed jig, whatever you want to call it. So I'm always looking to try different ones. And that is definitely a stout hook. So there's the Slobber Knockers, and that's the order, everybody. So I probably will forget some of these colors of these chatterbaits. I'm not going to call it a chatterbait. I'll call it a Slobber Knocker, because it is not a chatterbait. But that's the coleslaw color. As I said, I'll do my best to remember these colors. Herring. That's the herring one. Let's see where the other color things are. Golden Shiner. That's easy enough to remember with the gold on it. And last but not least, that first one I think was something Bream, right? Bama Bream. So Bama Bream, Slobber Knocker, Golden Shiner, herring, and the coleslaw. Those are the first 4 of these I'm trying. When I use them for the first time, which could be Tuesday, I'll let you know what I think about them. I'll let you know what I think, but I've been looking forward to trying them out, and now I got some, so I can. And just to kind of put, wrap everything up, I got another one of the 112 jerkbaits just to replace one I lost up on Champlain. A couple of the Swamp Lords. Whoops. This was the copper something, I think. I forget the color of that one. I forget the color of both of them, actually, and I threw those away. Oh, here we go. They're right here. Spring Frog. Spring Frog, and what was that other one? Copperhead. All right, so Spring Frog, Copperhead. The 2 Swamp Lords I got. Very cool. Looking forward to trying them out. 2 more of the Cull Shads. The Hitch color, which looks really nice, and the Electric Shad. They both look great. They've got that power bait smell, and just looking forward to trying them out. As I said, once that bite is really going, I want to really go through a lot of those 6-inch swim baits and try them out and see how the fish react to the different ones. And then I showed you these first, the Maxscent, the flatworm, great drop shot bait, and you can use it on a Ned. It is a great Ned bait too. The brown back in the 4.25, the Goby in the 3.6, and the cinnamon purple in the 4.25, and then 3 of the Maxscent little general Ned baits, peanut butter and jelly, hot craw, and green pumpkin watermelon. All new colors to me in the general, and in the Maxscent, some of them are just that bigger size that I want to try. And that's the order. I will put a link from the Pure Fishing website, the Berkley section, to these baits. You guys can check them out. But they look cool. They look cool. If you guys have tried that Slobber Knocker, let me know how you like it. If you've thrown that Cull Shad, let me know how you like it. How does it compare, like with the Mag Draft or with those other ones, the Optimum ones? Maybe those other swim baits you've thrown, that Bass Pro one. Let me know. And I'm looking forward to the old Swamp Lord, trying that out. So that's the order. Like I said, I will put a in the description. I'll put links to these. You guys can check them out if you're interested in getting some directly from Berkley, Pure Fishing, or if you get them at Tackle Warehouse or Land Big Fish, wherever I think Land Big Fish is having a sale right now for 4th of July. Most companies will probably be having a 4th of July sale. So wherever you buy your tackle, and get some baits. And if you can, and you have a local tackle dealer, support them the best you can. Keep those places open so that they never go away. But they definitely look cool. Definitely looking forward to trying these out. So as I said, I'll put the description the links to this. Any questions about these baits, let me know. As I said, I haven't tried the Slobber Knocker yet. I haven't tried the Swamp Lord yet. Have some of these, but have not thrown it yet. I haven't not thrown it yet. But I think as summer goes on, that bite will get better. Right now, it's kind of hit or miss. Today, it was totally miss. They would not chase anything like, they were not chasing much other than a chatterbait. And please like and share the video. If you're new to my channel, welcome aboard. My name is Mark. This is Northeast Bass Fishing, and please subscribe if you haven't done so. And I love those questions in the comments. Gets a lot of good conversation back and forth, all right? So I will see you guys soon on YouTube. Mark out.